Hello, everyone. How are we? I'm just trying to breathe for a second. Hi, Miss Justice. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Aussie True Crime. TLB. Josie. Twiggy. Jennifer. Great to see everybody. This is fucked up. I'm sorry to lead with the F word, but as most of my amazing subs know, I've tried and tried and tried, guys. Hang on. Hey, Elena, Spew, Carla Jean Feta, Blue Sky. Oh, my voice. Breathe, Sharon. Lisa Jones, Gabby B, hello. T. Riley, Susan D, Jeannie Baroob. Oh my God, guys, you're all on it today. Lip lock no more. My gorgeous little petal. How are you, sweetheart? Fairy Dust Diaries. You guys are just so beautiful. Thank you for coming in here. Lip lock, just know I've got your back. Like, this shit's getting dirty. And there's no more Miss Nice Guy anymore. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Kiska. You can hear it. You can hear it. Sorry, guys. This shit has just gone way, way, way too far. Hi, Patty Squat's Finger. And for anyone who doesn't sort of channel hop and keep up with the slander, the bullying, the bullshit that's going on right now, I really, really apologize, but I can't shut up anymore. I've tried. As this screenshot of a message that Tiffany Marie, trashy Tiffany, little girl trash Tiffany, let's get that straight. She is a little girl. She's not a woman. Am I muted? Can everyone hear me? Miss Justice, am I muted? Yeah, they have all gone nuts, Jeannie. Barry Dust can hear me, I think. Please don't tell me it's been a shit of a thing. Yes, Elena's view says yes, she can hear me. You're so pissed. Yeah, but I straight up, if this is not going to be a normal Down Under Crime Talks Duckies live, guys, because I am beyond pissed and I've been holding this in my time for well over 15, 16 hours. How I even slept last night, I don't know. So you can hear me? Okay, cool. So remember, I think it was this time last week, hi Mountain Nanny, when we had that chaotic live where everyone was losing their shit, and it was really mad, like crazy mad. After the marathon and all of that shit went down here on my life, which we don't normally have shit like that happening. Hi, Daisy White. Soon, or I'll catch it on. You're fine. Yeah, I know where you are. You're fine, Daisy. Keep me updated, please. Hi, Pam's Opinion. I can't do both. I was there, Daisy, but had to come on because I didn't want everyone sitting back waiting. But I'm trying to get his attention to make sure it's okay to play his videos right now. But I don't want to do it unless, if you could keep asking him, maybe, Daisy, that'd be helpful. Yeah, so after that crazy live we had, Miss Trashy Tiffany sends me this little message on Discord to thank me for being so nice to her. Thank you. Hey, I just wanted to thank you. Thank you for being kind to me. And I'm sorry you were put in that awkward position. I appreciate very much that you allowed me to speak in your chat and no one censored me. For treating me fairly and for inviting me to the panel to have a voice. I don't know if you saw me in the chat decline the link, and thank you for offering it. I didn't want to make things any worse than they already were. Thank you so much. I did react to the stream yesterday. I shared your link and pinned it to my top chat. You will get some really good people, I hope. Tiffany Trash Tiffany, if they like you, I don't want them. Just saying it right there, girl. Come on now. Don't play with me. You've said it right there in your own fucking little words. I was fair. I was kind. And yeah, I might be a tiny little channel, but I'm not going to sit back and shut up anymore. You are a little bitch. You load the gun for AB to fire your fucking little bullets. Do not play with me. And as it has come out, you played this exact same fucking game in the other community with your other little Canadian friend. You team up with someone who's in a different country to fire your bullets for you, don't you, Tiffany Trash? And AB, don't fucking come for me either, boy, because I'm not scared of fucking anyone and I never will be. Ever. You do not treat people the way you pair are treating people. And you can deny it all you fucking like. I don't give a shit. And yeah, I'm bogan right now because this is what you pair of fuckwits do to people. You make me sick. And it karma's a bitch because it's going to come back tenfold. Believe me. Because Gabby, that's who they are in real life. What they're doing right now is exactly who they are in their hearts. They're not there for fucking summer. They're there for themselves. They feel powerful that they have 15,000 subs each or whatever the fuck they've got. And they think they're so much better and more wiser and they have their own, like every sub has their own creators. I get that they're drawn to and that they idolize and they just think they're wonderful. And guys, I'm not saying I don't think you guys are wonderful. I do. But people are blindly, just because they're their favorite creators, they've got blindfolds on and they won't face what these people are really like. What they did this morning could have had Chase arrested. The way they are kicking people in the guts while they're down is not okay. And subs need to open their freaking eyes because this is real life. This is not just, oh, someone bagging someone out on YouTube. This is affecting the health of subs I've had 2 or 3 subs saying, Sharon, please know that I'm just watching you quietly because it's physically making me sick. Like, my nerves are so bad right now, and I've been vomiting and I'm not well. I can't take it. And to those subs, I am so sorry. I'm losing my shit right now because this is not who I normally am, and I never wanted my channel to be like this, and I've said it from day one. Like 3 weeks ago, I was just shutting the whole channel down, but no, not now. I'm not going to be bullied out of this because they've got, fuck the whole sub thing. If you're only on YouTube for subs, there's a problem. Hi, we Scottish more. It's just pathetic that they feel this self-righteous, like they're the king and fucking queen of YouTube. Go over to some of the other creators that have like 200,000 people or more, and then tell me who the king and queen of fucking YouTube is. Yes, Jeannie, 423 Chase is a good man, and I will never say anything different. I totally look, I woke up this morning to, I think it was like the middle of Mystery Angels' live, just as Miss Justice, I don't even know her name now. The pretty little one with the long dark hair, the bounty hunter girl. She was on a phone call clearing up the whole Chase thing, and just before that, Mystery Angel said that she would publicly apologise to Chase, and I'm like, what the hell is going on now? Like the Dr. Latina thing, I am trying to cook dinner, feed my husband and granddaughter, Lady Justice, thank you so much, Pam, and act all normal, happy, sweet, nice while I've got the earbud in my ear listening to Dr. Latina at my dinner table, crying her eyes out because Trash Tiffany and co. There's one person in all of this that has done nothing but support every single creator. And my tiny little channel, Dr. Latina has even been in here. And do you know how flattered I was that she supported me? Because I'm a nothing. Like, come on now. That lady is the voice of reason for YouTube. And if we lose her, that is the saddest thing on earth to me. And everyone was bashing Scott. No, come on, Josie, I'm glad you've brought that up. Now, here we go. Here's fucking AB. I'm sorry for all the F words, but I can't control what's coming out right now. As you know, I never, ever go by a script. I just go by my gut. And yes, this should all be about Summer Wells, but this is what these bitches have made it into. You don't know the Dr. Latina thing, Miss Justice? Go back to Penny's live. It was last night my time. Dr. Latina come on panel, and these bitches have personally, real life, threatened her. Does that not say everything about their character? And I'm saying they because if Tiffany says something, AB has said it also, because that's how they roll. And did you notice Tiffany didn't go live on her channel in the midst of everything that was being, just popped up on AB's channel? No, AB did all that for little Tiffany because he's a poor, frustrated little prick who can't get one. if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm going low. That's what they've done to Dr. Latina, Miss Justice. But who doesn't love Dr. Latina lip locked? Now I forgot what I was talking about. It's just gone to a whole new level just with that being said. And you guys, if any of you haven't watched John Unhinged, I'm trying to get approval from him right now to play some real information rather than it just coming from my mouth. This man has dealt with her for years. Oh, unsub to Scott H. Yeah, that, look, I'm a sub to We Scottish Ma, and you know who we sub and unsub to, that's an individual choice, and I respect anything everyone does. I'm not sitting here telling anyone to unsub from anybody, but I've been seeing the real AB for quite a while. I just sit back and I watch and I watch and I listen. But AB throws Scott under the bus because of the way he speaks to women. Are you kidding me? That man is not, he is worse than Scott. And has been for so long, the way he speaks to his chat. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you all. And that's okay. But he throws rocks or stones at Scott H. It's laughable. Sit in AB's chat. Go and have a look at AB's chat from yesterday and listen to the way he speaks. He's no different. But Scott isn't like it every second. Scott doesn't do it in his... I can't. Just, if you go into Sir Lord AB's chat, you will see exactly what I'm saying, because he's no fucking different to the way... I can understand Scott when he loses his shit. Just like I'm speaking now is not how I normally am. But AB is like that normally. He can sit there calm as a cucumber and just go on a rant about one little word. Let's say flag. AB, let's just say the word flag in the chat and he's gone. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you all. I'll put up what fucking flag I want. Fuck. Yeah? Okay. See what I'm saying? Where Scott has got to be pushed. And I'm not justifying the way Scott... Please don't get me wrong. I don't agree with when Scott loses his shit. But it's his channel. And he hasn't done it to me. And I think it's just a heated... spontaneous thing that after he said he has thought to himself, oh shit. And I honestly believe that. I do not think it really is a malicious attack, unlike AB. AB means to be malicious. Why would he go for lip lock no more? Tell me this. Tell me this. You know? A sweet, loving, beautiful woman who is pleading and trying to help raise money for a reward for a missing 5-year-old. Why are they attacking all the people who are trying to do good? Do you know why? Because they're fucking jealous. It all comes down to jealousy, in my opinion, allegedly. Have a look at how many viewers AB gets now if Scott H is on, because I do. I watch. With all this drama, yesterday he had the most viewers he's had in like 6 weeks. Just saying. I sit back and watch all this shit, guys. And AB is an abusive piece of shit. All the time. Not just when he gets aggravated or upset or cornered. He's like it all the time. That's who he is. And Tiffany Marie's got him. Be a man, AB. Let her talk for herself. Why have you got to speak for Tiffany? Huh? Why? Just so AB knows also, I've been in contact with some Australian Border Force people, and some of the shit you're bringing into Australia, dude, is not legal. You need to really fucking back off. Shut your mouth, because I know people in Australia in the right places. Yeah? Think about that one. Think about that one with all your friggin' little products that you use your summer wells pleading for information for. Because all your channel is to sell your shit. But nobody can see it. He'll be in mid-sentence. Oh, you know, Don fucking Wells this, Don fucking Wells that. Oh, and by the way, CBD, blah, 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 blah. Sit back and listen. Listen to what he's saying. I'm going to email these. AB, I'm quite happy to put up the emails I've got from the AFP about what can and can't be brought into Australia, dude. Come at me. Come at me. Do it. Come at me, Tiffany. Because I'm so fucking pissed right now. You have no idea. And little girl, now it's a war. Because I will not shut up. And every opportunity I get, I'm going to take it. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, what's everyone's? I am trying to read as I go, guys. But calm as a bitch. See how long it takes to get kicked from his Discord now. Is that all right, Miss Justice? I don't know how to get it up there without showing the whole without showing our chat, that's all. And I don't want to do that to you. I have prided and I will blow my own horn that I'm pretty fair. As Tiffany said, I was kind. I always, as I've said to you guys over and over and over, I want nothing more than to see you guys happy and share my patchwork and send you all stuff and have a genuine, giving, loving little community. And I appreciate every single one of you, but I can't just sit back and not talk about this. I really can't. It's just not okay. See what AB did to Penny has been so much like me. And she has stayed supporting everybody. She has stayed neutral. She still talked and supported everyone, as I was trying to do. And look what they did to her in a live yesterday. You can't tell me that wasn't, they were just waiting for her to come in to start on her. Absolutely they were. And I tell you what, I'll be there right beside Penny, backing her up. I will be right beside Scott H. I will be beside Q. I will be with John QQ because they're decent people. I don't give a shit what can someone explain to me what Scott H's investments have got to do with anything? Why is that so important to them? That Tiffany had to give AB to put on AB's little video to bag out people. Like, this is beyond even high school. Oh, Denise. I just need to breathe for a second. Denise. This is my email, guys. It's rolling along the banner as well. But please know that I'm not on here to try and sell quilts. I will definitely make you quilts, Denise. And for anyone else that genuinely appreciates what I stand for and what sort of person I am. But I'm not going to sell them. I will make them for you, and I'm quite happy to do that for anyone that truly loves them. And I hate being like this. I really, really hate losing my shit, guys. But I will not charge anybody for something that I love. Oh, thank you so much, Angie. Pangie. Oh, God, I've got tears pouring down my face now. This is how fucking stupid I am. I'm that one that was even going to make one for Tiffany Marie, like 2 months ago, because I thought she was so passionate and that her love for someone was so deep, just like mine. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I hate being played for an idiot. That's just an Aussie thing. We hate people duping us, and we're the loveliest race on earth except for when people shit on us. And by doing what they're doing to good people, you think of who they've gone for over the last 2 weeks. The common denominator is, in this trouble, in this drama, are Tiffany and AB. People need to open their eyes and have a good bloody hard look. And I hope they come for me. I swear to God I do. And I know they will. And I know last night, as soon in Penny's live, when I was losing my shit in the chat, because my family's home, I'm not going to go on a panel and be upset and yell my head off while my family's home. My 2 little granddaughters, they do not need to see what's really going on or hear what is really going on in my head, because I love those girls and I love my husband, and I'm not going to let them see that I'm upset or angry or losing my shit. So I stayed in chat just because of my family, not because I was too gutless to get up there and say what I wanted to say. Thank you, Julianne. That's so sweet. And I forgot what I was talking about with Tiffany. No, with, oh my God. Oh, Cher. Thank you so much. I know we've had issues in the past as well, Cher, but thank you for that. I do respect that so much. I was talking about Penny's live, wasn't I? Oh, yeah, that's where I was going with that. I'm just having a sticky to make sure hubby is at home because he's very protective. And if I'm in the studio, if he's in the house and hears me really elevated, he'll be concerned. But he's not home. Yeah. So I'm in Penny's chat. I haven't said boo about anybody up until that stage. And this is what I'm trying to get across with subs and how this all works. So soon as I started making a few comments about the way I really feel about AB and Tiffany, guess what happened? Unsub. And I'm sitting there. Oh my God. I'm like, see yous. Because I don't want to sub anyway. That is not there for me and my morals. So I just thought it was hilarious that I lost all these subs because now I'm not being nice and now I'm not being kind like Tiffany Marie said I was. You know what I mean? It's just a freaking circus. Like, it's laughable. It is absolutely freaking laughable that this little girl called Tiffany with the sweet little voice can fool all these mature, and let's face it, most of them are women, but keep it 100. If anyone wants to come up, I'm happy to have people up here. Now my smoke's gone out. But Dr. Latina, guys, that was it for me. That's when I 100% had made my mind up that I can't just not be neutral anymore. I could not do it. I will not do it. I will never, ever support either of them ever again. And that's my individual choice. I am not sitting here saying go and unsub. I'm not saying anything like that because I respect that everyone has their own thing and everyone is drawn to different people. But please be aware of what's happening. Like, there's already been people in here that had no clue about what's happened to Dr. Latina. If anyone was in Doug's live a couple of Fridays ago when there was, oh, welcome, Denise, to being a member. Thank you. There was a few of you in there that day when Doug and Josh had their little misunderstanding. Doug was really emotional and upset over that other piece of shit. And Dr. Latina just come up and she just calmed. Do you know what I mean? She is the voice of reason and she's there to support every creator. How does she deserve this? Oh my God, people. Yeah, you're exactly right, Cher. I know This is just crazy to me. Do you know what, Cher? I actually have more respect for you right now, for those lovely words, more than I've ever given you in the past. And it was never personal. It was just, you know, that whole flip-flopping and Donald, you know exactly where I'm coming from. But thank you very much, and much respect to you, because that really does mean a lot to me. And see how, you guys, do you see how some people in their hearts, they are good people? Oh, thank you, Shannon Georgia Peach. She's a little sweetheart too. Oh my God. You guys are just blowing me away right now. About where the receipts are for the candles she sold. Angie Pangie. John Unhinged is over there. He was when I come on, and I was in his chat like spamming him. Can I play your video? Can I play your videos? Because he has receipts, and there's another creator called Burnt Toast, and she knows all the nitty-gritty backstory on Miss Tiffany Trash as well. No, I think it sounds better like Trash Tiffany, to be honest. I'm going to go, and in that drama community they use Tiff Cashy, okay, but I'm going with my new whatever that word is. My new word is Trash Tiffany, because she is nothing but a little self-entitled piece of trash. And if you want to sue my little ass off, Trash Tiffany, come for me. I'll happily pay your solicitor's attorney. I'm happy to. I might do what Natasha Cooper's done, start up a freaking attorney fund just for little bitches like you and AB. Because let's face it, he's nothing but a little bitch. Oh, thank you, Patty. But I can't keep quiet anymore. But let's find Summer Wells, guys, because them two are not, they're 100% not. She's over there with freaking sucking up to Jodie Sue. Like, what Jodie Sue has done to the YouTube community, and to Ginger Snap, and to 423 Chase. I've even got emails from Jodie Sue prior to the fallout with Scott and Penny, where she was bagging them out. But I didn't do drama, or I wasn't involved, so I just kept it to myself, because I didn't want to go down that road of he said, she said. But Jodie Sue, I'm happy to put them on blast too, you little bitch. I should start another channel called The Little Bitch, because I'm starting to sound just like one. If he does not acknowledge questions, up until the past week, she has gaslighted everybody, and that's her thing. That's why she's a little girl, suits and boots. That's why she doesn't come out and say exactly what she wants to say. She loads the gun for AB to fire her bullets, just like they do in high school, year 7 or 8. That's what she does. I'd love to interview one of her exes. Can you imagine? Guys, honestly, can you imagine? Oh my God, that would be so hilarious. Well, I wouldn't stir her gravy one time. So she threw herself on the ground, called her mummy, a daddy, and a godfather. Like, I don't give two shits what people do in their real life. But I don't throw stones at people for no reason. Let's just say that. It takes quite, and you can even ask my husband, I'll get my husband up here, and he will say, oh, drop the link. Sorry, Miss Justice. You know, I will sit back and just try to mediate. Well, guys, there's my panel 2 weeks ago when we had pure chaos. All I wanted, I'm sitting here like, guys, can we just, like, you were such good friends, can we just get past this? You know, I'll drop the link, Tiffany, come up here and talk to Q. And you know, it makes me really, really sad that it's got to this point. And here I am trying to play bloody Miss Psychologist, that hopefully I can help you guys get past it all. And now I'm a raving friggin' lunatic. And I don't like it. I don't like what it's doing to how I normally am, you know? Cher says, Cher, I never thought in a million years this would happen, girl. Cher, vent it out, and then you can get payback by having a successful platform that's helping people. People will listen to your voice all damn day, laughing out loud. Good night, you all. Thank you. Oh my God, Cher. Thank you so much. That's really special, guys. That's really, really special. Thank you heaps. I appreciate you. At least Don didn't go DUI on your call, Cher. I'm sorry. Oh my God. You can't make this shit up. Like, seriously, you just can't. Like, I didn't even know this morning that Donald was rearrested on probation thingy. Like, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know he was released for the second time. Because it's all about this other shit. Not that it's all about Donald, but it should be about the billboard, guys. It should be about the fundraiser. But these two little bitches, that fundraiser started from nowhere. They're bagging out something, and I heard a good word for it yesterday, that was organic. And I was right there on that very, very first live where there was like $100. That's what they found. Oh, sorry, Miss Justice. Oh, no. Yeah, it's Miss Justice.
Hello?
Hello. How are you?
So. Like everyone else. Yeah, well, it's now no holds barred.
Yeah.
But first, I just want to talk about Don.
Yeah.
How in the heck can he not be staying in jail after all this? Violation of probation, multiple DUIs, a judge that said, if I see you in my courtroom again, da
Yeah.
da da da. So how is this possible?
Exactly. I wasn't even sure, because it was a little bit muddy whether he really was on probation or not.
Yeah.
So I didn't even realize that he was still on probation. So I've missed that whole bit of him being rearrested. I had no clue.
Yeah. Well, they released him on, what was it, $5,700 bail, which means he has to pay 10%, which is 500 something.
Yeah.
Like, he should not be out. He's dangerous. He's going to kill people.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's one thing I just don't get.
No, me either.
Like, how many chances is he going to be allowed?
So can I just ask a question, because I am a little bit muddy watered here. So
Sure.
he went to UI the other night.
Yeah.
He was charged and released on bond for that. Is that right?
No, I think the first one he was let out on his own recognizance,
Yeah.
but I could be wrong. And
But,
then the
but sorry.
second one was, I believe, the bail required. That's how I understand it anyway.
Yeah.
But, on top of that, if he is violating the probation, which if he does have probation, he's definitely violating it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just don't understand. There's been people locked up for way less.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I know. I don't know. She is a little girl, true crime and other stuff. Absolutely, she's a little girl.
Anyway, so on to AB. I just unsubbed from him. When you were speaking about the flag, were you speaking about me or other people?
Yes, definitely speaking about you and what he did to you.
Okay.
I hope that's okay. I didn't mention your name. I wouldn't do that unless,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that at all.
So, I have the recording. Like I said, I gave him multiple opportunities. I sent him 2 emails, one with the voice clip. He never responded. I have screenshots of all my comments in his chat asking. And yeah, so, he doesn't know me. He doesn't know my background. And my ethnic background is very similar to his.
Yeah.
And yeah, I took it as a racist comment.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I can play you the recording if you'd like, because I
Yeah.
want to get it out there.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I just didn't want to bring it up in my email because
Yeah, I know.
it'd show our chat, and I
Yeah,
don't do that either.
yeah,
I
I
don't
appreciate that.
I don't betray
Yeah,
people's conversations or anything like that.
yeah.
So
Oh, I trust you.
yeah.
So yeah, my question to him, very first one, was, he flies an American flag, and I was curious. That's all it was. And a
Yeah.
lot of other people have asked as well. So anyway, he saw my comment one day, and yeah, this is his response to me. So let me know if you can't hear it.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Locker room pretty soon, it was getting a little gay for me in there. Mr. Justice 111, why do I have an American flag instead of a Canadian one? Listen, number one, above all, I'm a Métis, and my family history is Cree. You think I'm keen to cuddle up to any one nationality? Fuck you all. Man, I'm a red man. The fact that you keep asking me about flags is offensive. The fact that I fly an American flag is because I'm in front of an American audience, giving respect to certain cases in all sorts of different states, each having their own intricate laws, cockamamie as they be, or might be, but they're still different. You still have to respect and appreciate each one of them. It's a reminder. It's a show of solidarity. It's not like I fly above a Canadian flag or above any of us. It's just a gift that somebody made me. I thought it was nice, so I put it up on the July 4th show. But it's not flying tonight, or is it? Do I have it up tonight? I thought I took it down. No, I took it down. Anyway, you should pay attention here.
Fuck you all.
You should pay.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we heard it.
Good, good. And for anyone that's questioning, I'm Canadian as well.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That's how he responds to a simple question.
I mean, all he had to say was, someone gave it to me, and I had it up for 4th of July. All that other stuff was not necessary.
No, but that's what he does.
Yeah.
And that is his normal character. Like, even when he's not upset or elevated, that's the way he responds to people.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't find very cool, and I haven't for a long time. But it wasn't until the new channels come along, like Penny and Scott H and Nita's World and everything like that, Mystery Angels, that I started, because AB was sort of the main one I used to watch, because
Yeah.
But when I started watching other channels and seeing the way their chats are and the way they respond to the people in their chat, that I started thinking, wow, why is it so lovely in here and they're not abusing people in their chat? So my eyes started to open a bit,
Yeah.
So I've just sat back for weeks and weeks and weeks and not said anything, because he's never personally attacked me in a chat.
Yeah.
But it's gone too far now. When all this shit started with the marathon with Tiffany, he sat back. He never said one word, did he? Not for a good week.
No.
Nothing. He wanted to distance himself from all of it.
Yeah.
So why, AB, all of a sudden are you coming for everybody?
Well, now
I want to know.
Well, now he's probably going to come for me too.
Oh, he'll come for me too, but I don't give two shits.
No, there's nothing he can do.
I don't care if I've got to sit here and talk to myself. I don't care. Like, I have a great life. I
Yeah.
have fabric. I have animals. I don't have to sit there and pretend,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
I just want to know why it took him a week to have to get in on the act.
Well,
Tiffany,
go ahead.
we know it was Tiffany. That's why he got in on the act.
Yeah.
He had nothing whatsoever to do with that marathon. He
Right.
had nothing to say after the Tiffany and Scott H thing, nothing. And then a week later he starts.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'm sorry, but you
no,
want to...
don't be sorry. Shoot, now I lost my thought. I get like that.
Yeah, I do that too. But you guys usually remind me what the last thing I was talking about was. I don't enjoy this. Like, this isn't fun for me, but I cannot get Dr. Latina out of my brain, and what they did to Penny on the live, calling her out and treating her like shit for no reason, when she's like they did exactly to Penny yesterday what Tiffany got the shits about when Scott wouldn't give her a link.
Right.
Hypocrite.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch that. I missed it.
Well, at the end of the live, Tiffany wanted to go up on panel on the marathon to address the waiver situation. And it was on Scott's channel, and Scott said no. Okay. And that is exactly what fucking happened yesterday in AB's channel when Penny wanted to go up. And she's like, drop the link, I'll come up and answer the questions, drop the link. And they said no. So they're friggin' hypocrites.
Yeah.
And that's what started this whole shit fight with Trash Tippy, because Scott wouldn't drop her a fucking link and it burnt her butt. It really did. That's what it's all about, guys. That is what it is all about.
Yeah.
Scott wouldn't let her up on panel. Forget the waiver, forget every bloody thing else, because this is what it's really about. Because she's a little girl and this is how she behaves.
Yeah.
And that's honest to God fact. Go back and watch it, because that's when the shit hit the fan. When poor little Trash Tippy couldn't get up on panel.
Mm. Well, I guess she wanted to do it herself, and yeah, wasn't able to. So
Yeah,
out come the claws.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And leave Chip the fuck alone as well.
Mm.
You know, I've seen people saying AB, you know, isn't coming for Chip. They're coming for anybody.
Yeah.
Just know that they're not fussy now. They're going to come for anybody. But guess what? There are so many more people whose eyes are now open, and hopefully they can see what's in front of their face.
Yeah.
And if I lose all my subs and I know I'll still have you. I don't. It's not about that for me. I just want to make quilts and hopefully one day be able to give one to Summer. And
Yeah.
you know, I still pray every single day that Don and Candace are not involved.
Yeah.
You know, I really hope that they're not.
Yeah.
But there are so many red flags. I wouldn't be real if I didn't. If law enforcement could say they're 100% cleared, then people wouldn't still be so suspicious. But
Yeah.
law enforcement are not doing that, and that's why people are still, you know, still have them on the radar. And
Yeah.
because the behaviour is so different to any other case we've ever seen, you know.
Well, I've followed crime for years, and I have never seen a case that so many people just inserted themselves into, and making it incredibly difficult for law enforcement to deal with.
Yeah,
All people, there's different recordings, there's different this, there's different that. And like, what the hell? Who the hell do you think you are?
yeah, I know that. That's dirty. Like it's huge. I said it in a chat last night, and I honest to God believe it is human filth, the tactics that they're doing now. Like they
Yeah.
might, I don't know. It's just it's another level.
Yeah. Well, just know that, and I know you do have a lot of supporters, and I will always support you.
Oh, thank
Uh,
you, Miss Justice.
yeah, so don't worry. I know you don't worry about the subs. That does not matter. It's
No,
your
it really, really doesn't.
it's
You know,
about little girl, and everyone
exactly.
has forgotten that. Well, not
Yeah,
forgotten. They've made it so that I don't know. I've even lost for words sometimes.
yeah.
Mm.
And you know, we joke about how every day there's a new drama.
Yeah.
The thing is that the new drama is usually instigated by Donald himself, you know,
Yeah.
with his YouTube lives and everything else. And then his little harem of women that, you know,
I
that
know.
whole scenario. And that's one thing, guys, but this is something else. This is real life. This could have had Chase arrested.
Yeah.
This is not cool whatsoever. And anyone who can turn a blind eye to that and what has happened with Dr. Latina, and God knows what else that hasn't even surfaced yet.
Yeah.
Just beware, because I feel like they've only just started, and I have a gut feeling it's going to get worse, believe it or not.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I should also say, now that I'm on here, if AB or any one of his crew decide to come after me, I have a lot of law enforcement friends that I've
Yeah,
had for years. So, and I have the resources to protect myself. Let's just say that.
yeah.
So, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there.
Hey, Penny. Everyone show Penny some love in here.
Okay.
I hope she's heard a little bit of the support I've given out to her in this live, because I am going to support everybody that I feel is here for the right reasons. And I love Penny. I have since the very first day her channel went up. And
Yeah, I
you
don't.
can, guys, just another thing that I've noticed, listen, close your eyes and listen to the creators you follow, and listen to not just the content of what they're saying, but you can hear in their voices who is 100% real and passionate about what they're talking about.
Uh-huh.
And then go and listen to Tiffany, because it's the fakest shit that comes out. No, I'm being serious. You can
No, I
hear,
know.
you can actually hear the fakeness pouring out of her. And I'm not just being a smart ass here. I do it all the time, because a lot of the time the American creators will come on just as I'm about to go to bed, like at midnight or whatever. So I'm in bed. Sometimes I even hide the phone under the covers, because hubby will say, really? Are you still, so, and I have my earbuds in. And so a lot of times I'm listening without looking at chat, and in the dark, just listening, like Penny's doing right now. And you can hear who's real and who's not just by the way they're speaking,
Yeah.
and whether they're for real and passionate about what they're speaking about. Just try it, because
Yeah.
it's so true.
Yeah. Most of us, we're half looking at chat, we're half listening to them. So that is a really good point.
Yeah, no, it really does open your eyes to a lot of them. And thank you, Bernadette. Thank you so much. We've got another fat quarter, guys. Anyone who doesn't know what a fat quarter is, it's a quarter of a meter of fabric. And we're going to do an online shopping thing when YouTube pay next month, and you are all invited to come and vote on which fabrics. We're going to do it live online, and it's going to be really, really cool.
Good.
Yeah, I think it's a really good, positive, awesome thing that we can do all this together and make quilts for our chat and everything else. I just love it. And that's what makes me happy.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know? But no, I'll say it over and over and over. I am not here to sell shit. I am here for Summer and our other little ones that go missing, and to share my love of patchwork with my subs. And that's the way I wanted my channel to go. I never in a million years hoped I would have to come on here and carry on like this, because
Yeah.
not something I enjoy, but I can't not say what I've got to say either.
Yeah.
Because I am trying to keep it real.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can tell you have a good heart.
I try to be. I don't feel like I've got a good heart when I'm losing my shit, though. But this is what it's doing to good people. And
okay, well,
because you'll be back. Yeah, Lady R's just hit the nail on the head. And I said this in Tiffany Marie's Discord 2 weeks ago. At the end of the day, people are just going to believe and support their favorite creator, period. You know, whether they agree with them or not, they're still gonna, they will disagree with them in their heart, but they're still gonna follow them and pretend like it's not happening.
yeah, that's fake.
Pardon?
That's being fake.
Mm-hmm. And Lady R says, can't like a creator and disagree with something they say because you'll be bashed and shamed and ganged up on for it. And Lady R, you'll be booted from their Discord.
I got rid of the Discord. I was just like, I ain't doing this.
Oh, I've probably been booted from ABs now, but like
Do you care?
Nope.
Yeah.
Hell no. I fully expect it, actually. Let's see. We'll find out, guys.
Well, I
I'm
didn't get.
still there. Yeah. Like, he would never see my channel anyway, but I'm waiting to be booted. Like, I want to be booted. Do it. I'm not leaving on my own accord.
Well, I just wanted to.
No, but I like to see the shit that they're trying to spew out, and I want to see. You see what their chat is saying, and then you go into someone's live and you see that person that's just been running that creator down in the chat sucking up to them, and I'm going to start calling that shit out. So you best delete me, AB, because I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because fake ass doesn't work with me.
No. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave you with this. My dad always said, these things are sent to try us.
Exactly.
And keep the faith no matter what.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get off here and let you continue on.
Thank you, Miss Justice.
You're welcome.
Very much for your support and your daily love and messages.
Aww.
You know how much I appreciate you.
Okay.
I appreciate everybody that has a good heart.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. Well, like I say, we're all here for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm here for good people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for coming up, girl.
Okay, I'll talk to you in chat.
Okay. See
Okay.
ya.
Bye.
Okay. Hi, Stacey. Hi, Mountain Nanny. Bex. Yeah, true crime commentary. We are just a little bit mad. I must say I'm more than a little bit. And it's been festering and festering since Penny's live last night with what they did to her in that chat. Because that was pretty low. And then doxing people, recording phone calls, like, let's make a list here. And then see, you got booted from Discord 2 days. Oh my God. No, I've got it. I've just got it on my phone right now. But making this is another thing that you guys might not be aware of, but creators that were still being kind, supportive to Tiffany, she made them make a choice, right? Who is she to demand somebody take a side? And that is exactly what she's doing in the background. And I hope Miss Libby doesn't get angry with me, but she virtually demanded that True Crime with Miss Libby take a side. Nayfolk, hello Nayfolk, welcome. And that's the way she plays. And I'm really sorry, Miss Libby, but I'm just going to say how it is, and that's not cool. I want answers for Summer Wells. Candles that have her name on them. Yeah, look, I'm not sticking up for friggin' Life Perplexed, or definitely 1,000,000% not trash Tiffany, but I don't know a lot about the whole candle thing, only that it had Tiffany and Summer's name on it. I was of the understanding it was a one-off candle. It wasn't on the website, but apparently that's false. It was on the website for everyone to buy, not just a one-off candle. Tiffany tried to make it sound like it was an individual one only candle, but it's since come out that that wasn't true. But yeah, I don't know all the nitty-gritty bits of the whole candle thing. But Jotton Unhinged, just before I come live, was about to play a burnt toast video on how that all played out, and actual facts on what happened there. Bunch of egos. That's what it's all about, Bex. It's about true crime commentary, thoughts with Scott H. has thoughts, Nita's World, Mystery Angels, True Crime with Libby, everybody else that is new, 423 Chase, that are virtually, they're battling for the same viewers because everyone's on the same topic. It's all about views, because then AB's not getting the views he normally gets because people are sort of here, there and everywhere. And that's what, and when this shit with Tiffany went down with Scott H, he lost a lot of monetary members. So that's why his back went up. And that's why it took him a week to start mouthing off. Because he didn't say a word, did he? Even Scott H said a week after the marathon finished, he didn't have a problem with AB. AB hadn't said one word to him about anything. He was neutral. He wasn't involved. But all of a sudden, and that's why AB flew with Tiffany and fired her bullets for her, is because it was affecting his back pocket. And he just bought that new truck, remember? That new Ford. He's got to pay for it somehow. It's a freaking joke. Go and get a real job, dude. You talk about everyone else being a bludger. You sit there pretending you're worried about a 5-year-old missing little girl. while you're selling your pot. And you've got the hide to look down your nose at other people. Who do you think you are? Like, go fuck yourself. Seriously, I'm done. Toaster oven, I love your name. I'm too downhearted about all the different drama all over. I know, guys, and I know. I totally know. It's okay to disagree, Lady R. It's an adult. Like, could you imagine a world where everybody absolutely agreed with each other all the time? You wouldn't learn, for a start. Like, do you think they teach debating in primary school just for fun? It's good to have different opinions as long as they're not attacking. Same here, Penny. I was exactly the same as you. I'm going to still support everybody. I still care about, and I feel really bad right now, Penny, for saying what I said. Maybe Miss Libby didn't want that out, but making people take sides is absolutely not okay, because you can't demand somebody either be on your team or not, and I would never ever do that. And I think that is another example of a true character, characteristic of who they really are. Because I got booted, Carrie. I got booted a week ago, and I just sat there laughing. They boot you from Discord and they think, oh my God, yeah, they're gone. Like, it's really going to hurt me or something. And I just sit there laughing my head off, like, you go, little girl. You don't hurt me. I grew up in Newtown in Sydney, bitches. But guys, I want to be able to talk like Ethereal Obsidian. She has the coolest way of expressing things. Miss Justice, if you can drop, I don't know if you can do it if you're just on a phone or not. I'm going to have to add mods. Shannon, somebody drop Penny's link for me, please. And if you can, and Ethereal Obsidians. She was on Penny's last night, and even though I talked to her in the chat all the time, she cracked me up. And give, I tell you, as angry as I was last night, when Doug come into True Crime Commentaries chat with his machine gun, and oh my God, how that was gold, guys. If you haven't seen it, you have to go over. I think it was like the last hour of Penny's live last night. You've just got to go watch it. He was bloody hilarious. I just loved it. It sort of lightened the mood. We all needed to be lightened up a bit. So I hear you singing, oh, please, guys. Let's not do that. No one thinks you're a racist. Morris 17. Oh, thank you, Nayfolk. We all need to pull together. Oh, this is the bit that drives me insane. Remember when Chris McDonough's channel got brought down, and he said, he come on to trash Tiffies. I wonder what Chris McDonald thinks of her now, seriously. Did you hear him the other day on Doug's talking about the drama and the high school and how it's immature and ridiculous? I wonder what he really, really thinks of Miss Trash Tiffany right now. Anyway, when his channel went down and he went on to Tiffany's the next day, yes, she is a class act, Bex. Everybody show some love for true crime commentary. He said, let's build up all these little channels that don't have heaps of subs. Let's build them up to the same as mine. Let's try and get them up to 80,000 subscribers or whatever he said. Let's start something. So with that, I put out a community post with every small channel on earth I could think of, and people in the comments were saying, what about this channel? What about this channel? So every time someone would suggest one I'd forgot, I would go in every single time and add the channels. It should still be on my community post, and I'm like, I referred to Chris McDonald's request, and let's share the love and drown out the negativity. That was the point he was trying to make, okay? Let's get rid of the ugly on YouTube. So I tried to run with that and bring more love and unity, and let's all come together. Like, let's all the positive channels that are here for the right reasons, let's all come together. That was my thing. And my God, guys, it was so cool. And then all this shit starts, and it just blew everything. You know, everything that was achieved was for nothing now. But it has brought out true colours, and I suppose that's why it has happened. You have to look at it that way. These things happen for a reason, whether we like them or not. Penny says, so much could be done together. Exactly. It wasn't about clicks and views for the marathon. You know, we all changed platforms just for the sake of the main goal. Absolutely, Penny. It was a shared thing. You know, I didn't do, oh my God, who just did that? Suzanne Sutherland, thank you so much. Oh my God, I want to cry now. Thank you so much. That's heaps more fabric for our shopping day. Thank you. Yeah, it was a shared thing. And I only had a tiny, tiny little part in it, but I was so proud to, you know, to be a part of it. And that night when Q went to sleep, I jumped on and let's keep the links going, guys, and everything. And then when they started with all this hate and bullshit about the marathon, that's the comment that got me kicked out of Tiffany's Discord, because I said what I said about, regardless of what's fact, people are going to believe their favourite creator, period. And now I'm a criminal as well. Wow. That is word for word what I said. And I got booted for that. And it did make me feel really, really dirty that they try to make you feel like you've done something wrong, but I'm never gonna feel like that, because I'm proud that I'm proud of everything that Q, John Q, Scott and Penny, everybody, Miss Libby, every single panel guest, every single contributor Do not feel dirty. Do not feel like you've done anything wrong or you've scammed anybody like they want you to believe, because you have not. Your hearts were there for summer, and hopefully someone will come forward. And wouldn't that be the icing on the cake, guys, if someone come forward to claim that reward money, because it's so much higher now? Then they'd eat their words. BEs. I checked on you and extended a hand to see if you were okay. True colours are showing hypocrites and liars everywhere. Bullies. Yeah, there are bullies and hypocrites and liars, BEs. Absolutely everywhere. It was my thing. Debate is, yeah, debate is healthy, Zoots and Boots. That's why they teach it in school. The healthy way to debate and have a discussion. But as soon as somebody wants to say how they feel in a healthy way, they're called out, ridiculed in a chat, yelled and screamed at. It's actually abusive. Whereas if they did that in real life, you could probably be arrested. It gets that bad. Yeah, that's exactly why I was booted. Plus, you know, like 2 weeks ago, I was accused of being a mole as well. But I don't give a shit. Like, as I said, I just sat there laughing my head off because, you know, you've hit a nerve, obviously. I don't know what's going on with Good Morris and that chat with Penny. I'm a little bit behind here, guys. Oh my God, guys. Because my chat's so far behind. Lady Beekeeper, thank you. Being kind and having a good heart matters. Evil only prospers when good people look the other way. Thanks for being brave enough to live. Oh, thank you so much. We are going to have the best time shopping online. Oh, thank you, Miss Hatter, for becoming a member. This is awesome, guys. Look how many quilts we're going to be able to make. And we'll have a panel day where we can, anybody who is into patchwork can come up here and stitch with me. Oh, thank you, Wendy J UK. I love new subscribers. Yeah, so the billboards by Lamar can be free for 30 days if an Amber Alert is released. Just want all to see the rest of the story, I am told, which would be why Chase funded to keep the billboard up. So if you can remember, right, there's pictures. I've even got a picture somewhere. When the Amber Alert first went up, there was a billboard. And apparently that is free for 30 days. But then it went down because the 30 days was up. Like, Chase has done nothing wrong, guys. And it was confirmed on Mystery Angels this morning. So please don't doubt Chase. He's a good man, and him and Ginger Snap. I don't know if she's here or not, but she is beautiful. She's she has done so much, you know, boots on the ground and the decorating of the horse pond for the vigil. And even before then, she had little displays everywhere down there. Thank you, Lady Kipper. 3 females armed against the fundraiser, not only Tiffany. Three more females, Penny. We do support you, Miss Justice. Always. And please show support for Ginger Snap as well, guys. Oh, thank you, Nita Phillips. I was actually chatting with you and someone might have been in Penny's chat last night. Hi, Scott H. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I don't know how long you've been here for, but I've calmed down quite a bit. And you guys usually do that to me when I do have a loud. I think this is only like the third time this is the most heated I've ever been, and it is not my favorite thing to do in the world. Yes, much love for Ginger Snap. She broke my heart last night too, although I've seen some of the backstory on what was done to her by Trash Tiffany, that she got on a live and denied. And I've got the screenshots that prove word for word exactly what she had to say about Ginger Snap. So keep going with that, Tiffany Marie, and I'll fucking put them right up there too. Little bitch. Like, honestly, guys, there's no other words for her. Little girl bitch. Oh. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Hi, Tiffany XO. You're game having Tiffany in your name right now. But I've seen you in heaps and heaps of chats, and I know you're not that one. Female or male that threatened her? Yes, I'm not sure what's going on there. Hi, Kathy Cooper, the hodgepodgery. I've seen you around lots as well. It's so cool to have people that I've chatted with in other creators' lives that are in here. I'm just loving it. Yeah, that's what I was saying before. Scott, what you were here for the whole thing. Holy shit. Yeah, I can get quite, as I said, it takes a fair bit to push my buttons. But when they get pushed, I will not sit back and not say what I think or stick up for people who are being bullied and degraded to these degrees, because you know, it's just make a little mental note of the people they're coming for, okay? Dr. Latina, Penny, Chase, let's not leave Trixie out, because she made Trixie choose a side as well. There's so many people that have just worked their asses off, Scott. That's I wish I brought that spreadsheet up here. I will definitely bring the spreadsheet up tomorrow and you can all see. Exactly. who the troublemakers are. Scott does have, the majority of true crime community is female. But I'm not defending Scott as in I agree with the C word and that, because I don't. I hate that word. And it would make my heart really, really happy if Scott never said that word ever again on live. And I'm just saying that how I am, how I feel about that word, you know, but it's his house and I can't go into his house and say, don't speak like that, because I'm a visitor there, okay? But people will react to things when they're highly emotional or upset or whatever. And you can take this as me justifying Scott. It's really not. It's just it's just the way I see it. He doesn't just, he's got to be elevated to lose his shit, let's just say. Whereas AB, just in his normal, he doesn't have to be elevated and angry to get to a point to say them things. He just is like that all the time, just in general conversation, you know? So you got to look at that too. There's a difference between, it would be like me doing a live and constantly being like I was half an hour ago, all the time. And that's AB. Oh, Scott's on his food again. Is Big Meanie here? I didn't say hello to her. She knows I love her name. And Block no more. What the fuck has lip locked got to do with anything? And why would you go for lip lock no more? Why? What has she done to either of you pieces of shit? I'm waiting. That is the cruelest. You know, this is what I'm talking about with character. This is their true characters. The way they are in AB's little 14-minute, you know, teasers or whatever he's, you know, his cryptic little shit he's trying to get out there that's all slander and bullshit. Why would you go for lip locked? Why? Leave her the fuck alone. Just saying. Leave everybody alone and stay in your little lane with trash Tippy, and just leave us all alone. No, it's not cool, lip locked. I just don't like it. I just think it's so cruel. Yeah, Daisy, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. His baseline, his everyday, that's just the way he is, whether he's upset or angry. And Scott, I'm not trying to be nasty to you in any way, shape or form. I'm probably not verbalizing it the way I'm trying to, but hopefully you people can understand what I'm trying to say. Like, you've got to be pretty pissed off to say that word. And, you know, some of the things you say, but AB's just like that on a normal gauge. He doesn't have to be, he has this self-entitled, I don't know, he just looks down on people in his chat like he's doing them a favor speaking, and it just makes me sick to my stomach. Is it morning there? It is 12:45 p.m, so lunchtime, Lisa. Yeah, I'm back to front to most people. I was waking up this morning just at the tail end of the whole chase thing where they were dragging him. Hi, J-Day. Hi, Trixie Star. How are you? Lip locked. What are you saying, Lily? Lip lock trick people out of their money. I hope you're being funny, because that's the way I'm looking at it. She's a sweetie. A voice for hope. Yeah, I've learnt my lesson. Exactly. Just keep away from it. Good advice. Yeah, that's the trouble. Once I get really, really burnt up, it's hard to get out the emotion of what I'm trying to say. It sometimes gets a little bit confusing. Gymnastics says, because they can, they have no shame, and they really don't. They think they were first here and they're the bosses of the castle, basically. Yeah, I totally agree, gymnastics. Yeah, just because she's... No, it's because she has that really, really sweet little girl voice. That's what Tiffany's thing is. It's her voice. Because she comes across so endearing, like so... But close your eyes and listen to her, guys, because there's nothing real about it at the end of the day. They've now shown exactly the sort of people they are. We all have, it's just so disappointing. Like, yes, T. Riley, I hope Trixie and Chase are having a good night now and it's been proven. But this had the potential, guys, for Chase to be arrested. Do you not see how serious this could have been? He wanted me to stop in and check on Miss Sharon. He is the greatest. Trixie, do you mean he's not in the greatest shape right now? I can fully understand why he wouldn't be in the greatest shape right now. I'm fine, Trixie. I just had to say what I had to say. People need to just... Because a lot of people just don't know the backstories. Hi, Doobie. Well, I just got here and heard TM. You might need to rewind, Doobie. If I start again, it's everything that Tiffany, Marie and AB have been doing for the last couple of weeks, basically, Doobie. I'll just summarise it like that. I'm really sorry, but if I get back into the little facts, I will have a stroke. Hi, Sheila Diane. Yes, let's send up some prayer hands for Chase, Trixie. They don't deserve this. none of us deserve the shit that they're doing. They do. They think they're like Oprah and Dr. Phil, don't they? Honestly. Oh, awesome, KB. That's what we need to be talking about. National news coverage tonight. Really? Oh, that's made me happy. So which national news were they on, KB? And people can go and have a look. Hi, DL Smith 57. Oh, no, nobody had a 501c because it was started from a conversation and was just born minute by minute. So, no, it wasn't planned, it wasn't organised, and it just evolved. And that's the bit that people are trying to run with to make it malicious, when every single penny will go into that bank. And if it doesn't, I'll personally put it in there myself out of my own funds. So, you know, my voice makes you cringe, Chrissy. Here we go. We'll start with the... Whose voice makes you cringe, Chrissy? Please clarify. Not that I can change my voice, and if you mean me, why swap? Oh my God, don't even go there. That's another bloody nutcase job. Molly Go Lightly. And I've shut my mouth about her too, but I can't. Go and watch some of John Unhinged videos on Molly Go Lightly, guys. Oh my God, she has tried to get in his pants every second day of her life. Sorry, Doobie, I just don't. She's just a piece of shit, basically. I'm really sorry if that hurts your feelings with my comments, but I'm just saying it how it is today. Yes, she did. She threatened Dr. Latina on a personal level and was really, really horrible to her. They've nearly put Chase in jail. The slander, the real life attacks on people. Yeah, the list goes on and on and on. Oh, that's good, Lily. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm with you. Sorry. I don't mean to get... I'm trying to look at so many comments and I'm still way behind. The sad thing is they don't care and they'll keep doing it. Yeah, they will, Suzanne. Susan, not Suzanne. They will keep going because this is the way they play. It's a wonder AB hasn't got a new video up yet, trying to throw someone else under the bus that has a beautiful heart and is trying to do the right thing for Summer and get her name out there and raise money and try and make them feel dirty and criminal. That's their gameplay. Oh, Pam's opinions. Love the prayer hands. It is all about Summer, and these nutcases are making about everything but Summer, putting Summer in danger if she really is alive. watch Nicole, if you watch True Crime Commentaries live last night with Dr. Latina on there, you will hear it from her own mouth that she was personally threatened, and John Unhinged confirmed it was Tiffany Marie. And you don't need who else is she threatening? And demanding that they take sides. What right? Oh, thank you, Brandy Bradford, for becoming a member. No creator should be advising their subs to take a side. Yes, Josie, Scott Wright was right about Tiffany Marie. Oh my God, yes, a voice for hope. While we're on the subject of Molly Golightly, I found this out about a month ago when I started looking, even before I'd even heard of John Unhinged crimes, I'd started hearing things about Molly Golightly ridiculing Shannon Watts and the murdered children on one of her videos. So I Googled it and I found it, and I have disliked that woman on another level ever since. Yeah, Melissa in Tennessee. So go and watch that if you want to see what Tiffany and her little bestie do behind the scenes. But Molly does it on a live. She was sitting there mocking Shannon. You just have to watch it. Honestly, it is the most sickening, disgraceful thing I have ever seen done to a victim and her babies that were murdered by her husband and father. And she sat on a live pretending to be Shannon, mocking her. Can you imagine? Oh, and this is Tiffany's best friend, mind you. Yeah, I would never say, these are my opinions, guys. I would never say, if you're going to be a Tiffany Marie lover or supporter, or an AB lover or supporter, I don't want you as a sub, or it's either me or her. Nobody has that right to demand that you do something they want you to do. No, she did not apologise, a voice for hope. People need to go and have a look at what's really going on with the three of them, with AB, with Molly Golightly, and with AB. BX Beastie Boy, he has a lot of videos as well that the true crime community aren't aware even exist. But I've been looking into it for several weeks, like a good 6 weeks, just sitting back, quietly learning, but it didn't affect me. But now it does affect me, because people that are trying to do good for Summer are being attacked, and they're trying to stop good things from happening. But why? Have they got Summer? My brain doesn't understand it. All because as I said an hour ago, this all is like it is today. Take all the shit aside. It is all because Scott H did not give Tiffany Marie that fucking link. And I'll say it till the end of the world. That's what it's about. It's retaliation. It's vindictiveness. And who wouldn't give Penny the link yesterday? It's exactly the same thing. Exactly the same. I was trying to eat my dinner, Angie Lee, and welcome Angie Lee, with my earbud in, listening to Doctor at my family dinner table. My family have no clue I've got the earbud in because I pull the hair down. They don't even know it's in my ear and I'm listening. And I'm sitting there trying to enjoy a family dinner with the girls and my husband, listening to Dr. Latina crying and sharing what has gone on in her real personal life with this trash filth of a woman. She's not a woman, she's a girl. She's a little girl. And that is not okay. Hi, Luca Vega. How are you? You've been on the brunt end of Miss Tiffany Marie too. It was actually you and Ginger Snap the day she was losing her shit in her Discord. Just saying. You want to accuse me of being a mole? Now I'll tell it. But Tiffany Marie went on her live totally 1,000,000% lying. And Ginger Snap, I've never said anything about you. I've always supported you. And what you did for Summer at the horse pond, it was beautiful. Oh no, she's a fucking liar because I read every single fucking word of it and I've even got screenshots of it. Bitch, you fucking went all day long. In your words, Tiffany Marie, 8 hours it took out of your day where you were upset with Ginger Snap and Luca Biga. Huh? Ring a bell? Ring a bell, Tiffany Marie? You're a liar. You were so distressed and upset for 8 hours that day because of Ginger Snap and Luca Biga and what they were doing behind your back. You little bitch. And then go on a live and deny that you ever said a bad word. Oh my fucking God. Yes, is Dr. Latina in here? She must be in here. Is she? Did I just swear in front of Dr. Latina? Oh my God. Oh, she is here. Hi, Dr. Latina. Absolutely, you can say whatever you want to say. Honestly, I'm so glad you're talking about all this. I've been watching it all, and most of their bullshit has rubbed me wrong. I've played nice in their chats, but I'm so sick of the crap. So am I, Tiffany Exo. Like, I'm the most placid, giving person you'll ever find in your life. Oh, she wants to come up, does she? Yeah, I'll get you a link, Dr. Latina. The link's in the chat now, Dr. Latina. Oh dear. Now my dog's going to start barking. We'll just wait for Dr. Latina to come up. They really do, Melissa, in Tennessee. I'm just done with drama. Welcome. How are you? We'll just wait for it to come up. Yeah, it's just beyond a joke now. But on a positive note, guys, I got a post office box. Everyone keeps asking me, have you got a post office box? I know, you heard my dog barking, Blue Sky. And yes, welcome. I haven't seen you in here before. I'm just done with drama, so welcome. So I didn't realise, I thought you had to actually physically go to the post office to get one. And I'm hopeless when it comes to going down the street and doing all that sort of stuff. So last night, while I was cooking dinner, I went online, and you can actually do it online now. I only have to physically walk into the post office to pick up the keys. So I will put it on a community tab. Oh no, that's probably not a good idea, is it? What do people usually do when they get one? I've never had one before. Do you put it in your about page or something like that? Summer is a pumpkin too, according to them. She hasn't come up yet. I have loved and supported. Yeah, we all. How could you? Dr. Latina is like, Penny said it yesterday. She's the voice of reason within the YouTube community. And what she did for Doug a couple of Saturdays ago, when he was really triggered by a certain word while Josh was on panel and a certain creator, and Doug got upset and like he wasn't okay. And after Josh come back up, Dr. Latina come back up, and she calmed Doug, and she can see the right time to come up, and she just puts this voice of reason and calming, and she has the best way of describe. Like, I've got goosebumps over my whole body right now just thinking about it, because she is so valuable to each and every one of us and so supportive. And how someone can have anything negative to say about or to her makes me physically ill. It's just really, really pathetic that you've got to go to that sort of low. Is Obsidian here? I'm another little super fan of Obsidian. Obsidian done the artwork for the center panel on our summer quilts, guys. I love her. Oh, Grippy says hi. Love. Griff's a mod, but I think, is Mystery Angel still on Obsidian? Because she was on panel over there. You know, that she doesn't see it coming, but guess who they'll go for next? And I'm surprised they haven't, because she is killing AB's lives, is Ziggy. you watch and see, people. They will either become bum chums and suck up to Ziggy, which I already have suspicion of, or they'll throw Ziggy under the bus for something. You wait and see. See who Ziggy's next best friends are going to be. Because this is how we play. Because it's all about their views being affected. They both know TM has all their calls recorded. Yeah, of course she does. And if Ziggy thinks TM Trash Tiffany hasn't recorded her and she believes that, she needs to please not be that naive. She's been doing this for years and years. It's not a new thing for Trashy Tiffany. Ziggy's probably like me and too nice for her own good most of the time, Beatrice, but she will play with her. I can see you, Dr. Latina. Do you want to turn your camera off or are you going to leave it on? I can't hear you, that's all. Do you want me to show your face? Here she is. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
I sure can. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm a little tired right now.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on. No, I just wanted to clarify a couple of things.
Mhm.
And that is that I was very intentional. Oh, my hair is a wreck. Boy, this is not a good thing. I was very intentional about not naming any names. And if people want to, if people are somehow making connections with other creators, I really want to go on the record to say that I absolutely do not want to specifically name a particular creator and or creators. But I'm going to repeat myself. I did not get a death threat. See, I want to make clear what happened, if I might.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You know, I think that the key is for me that when I have been as supportive as I can to really every creator, regardless of the quirks that they have, the foibles, the oddities. We all have that, right?
Exactly.
But when it comes to a point where I'm being dogged on my personal cellular, and this is not just about the fundraiser, it goes back, but and I'm told you have no right, or I'm disappointed, or I'm angry at you because I possess a wrench on a channel that somebody doesn't like, and it escalates over weeks. You know, to the point where the person says, well, you need to be really careful. You better watch out for yourself.
Yeah.
I take that as a veiled threat.
Mm-hmm.
I showed my 19-year-old daughter, who said this is unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
And it is unsettling. I didn't come into this community really to do anything more than try to affiliate with people as an adult, older people, right? And it is unacceptable the way I've been treated. And apparently now I read on your chat that other channels are saying nasty things about me. I don't even want to hear about it. I don't want to have anybody contact me about that. I really want to take the moral high road.
Yeah.
But I do want to say that I am profoundly hurt.
Yeah.
And I, especially as a physician, take confidentiality and the conversations that I've had with many different creators privately.
Yeah.
I would always maintain that confidentiality, even if some of them have begun to be threatening towards me. I just will take that to the grave, you see, because I believe that confidentiality and the promise of confidentiality at the time of a conversation should be honored. Okay.
Uh,
And it hasn't been.
yeah.
And that's all I really want to say. There have been no death threats, although I do believe that we're watching out more closely for our safety,
Yeah.
because I do believe that there are people within the YouTube platform that are ruthless, and that
Very.
ruthlessness needs to be taken seriously.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. And my heart just broke for you. I don't know if you heard what I was saying, but last night I was trying to sit at my dinner table with a sneaky earbud in my ear while I'm eating dinner
Mhm.
with my family, listening to you being so upset and trying to hold it together enough to get through the meal.
I'm sorry.
No, please, please do not be sorry. I'm sorry that this has happened to you, and it's not acceptable, and it's just dirty. It's really, really sad, immature, and dirty.
Well, I think that I really only came on at like 4 o'clock this morning on
Yeah,
Penny's just to share, that I'm really crestfallen by how I've been treated, right?
yeah,
And I absolutely didn't think that this was going to go viral and people were going to take clips of me and say what I said and then attach it to different creators. I really just honestly wanted to share in that live
yeah,
that in this past couple of weeks, it isn't just creator against creator, but that it's devolved into attacking subs and members,
exactly.
and that is it's just devastating. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. And I've been saying that for a couple of weeks, how some creators need to be more aware of the health and mental health of their subs, because it's everything that they do every day and the way they behave in their lives is affecting their subs. And I've had subs email me and tell me how sick they are, like physically ill. Yeah, and it's just, they don't care.
No, they don't. And I did tell a creator a few weeks ago that this is really not good for my own cardiac health.
Yeah,
And there was no response. You see, so then I understood that it was that some of this is a game, and I really, as I said, I came a year ago onto this true crime platform to affiliate, to have some fellowship
yes.
with folks outside my work life,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And learn about different people, to
Mm-hmm.
learn about different crimes, and also hopefully to offer some measure of value to the
Exactly.
dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
And that really is just all I wanted. But
Yeah.
when it comes to the fact that I heard John Crimes tonight say, well, no, you've got to go back at the person. People want you to be, pull back. I'm not, if I pull back, it's not out of fear. It's not out of throwing the towel in.
Oh, please don't.
It's just it's a matter of, I have only so many hours in my day,
Yeah.
and I have to decide if, buffoonery, or whatever the expression is, is the silliness worth my time? And is
Yeah.
it worth my well-being? Because part of my goal to come on and to involve myself in YouTube really was to really foster more self-care outside of work.
Yeah.
And that's not happened in the past month. It's gotten worse
Yeah.
because of what I've received, right? So I
Exactly.
just wanted to tell anybody, I know that there's been a young woman named Nicole that's been commenting, and I want to make sure that she understands. She's been in the chat, and I've noticed that I absolutely haven't named any names, and I won't, because I have taken an oath,
Yeah.
of confidentiality.
Yeah. I totally understand that. Um, I just want to, your expertise and your knowledge and your input to me is more valuable than any of this other rot. And I hope you don't leave the creators that truly value your expertise.
No, I don't think I will. I think that I already actually have a couple of little what's the word? I don't know, invitations, maybe you want to call it, on some other channels to evaluate the medical aspects of some
Yeah.
autopsies and crime and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And I'm going to do that. Yeah, I am going to do that. I was just sharing. I wanted Penny to know, and the chat.
Yeah.
The goal was just for them to know that this is trickling down,
Yeah.
and it's putting a huge blemish on more than just the creators that are backstabbing. It's putting a huge stress and a huge blemish on people like me.
Yeah, exactly. But I'd love to have you on my channel, more often, and we can do exactly what it should be used for, and that is to talk about these cases and for me to learn and our subs to learn from you directly, without all this fluff in the background.
It's funny that I did want to, if you don't mind, mention something that's really completely off the subject of this
Oh,
drama thing, but it does have to do with the Summer Wells case, if you would
mhm.
indulge me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was really disappointed the other night when Don Wells was pulled over for his DWI and subsequently was arrested. I was disappointed because from what I can glean, for all intents and purposes, he's a raging alcoholic.
Yeah.
And to put him into jail and not be cognizant that he is at high risk, for alcohol withdrawal and alcohol seizures, number
Mhm.
one. They didn't let that happen because they let him out the door pretty soon thereafter, right?
Yeah.
But I was really disappointed because law enforcement had an opportunity at that moment, barring all the legal issues. I'm just talking from a medical perspective,
Yeah.
to do an intervention for this poor man. I don't really want to talk, is he guilty? Is he not? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that he needs a medical intervention, and so does his wife.
Yeah.
And, on the channel I was listening to at the time this happened, I mean, he apparently had said to Doug, which is from the No Investigates or something like that, he had told Doug that he wanted to blow his head off. This is about half an hour prior.
I know.
And for me, and of course, I told Doug he needed to immediately contact the authorities, right?
Yeah.
About that piece of it. Maybe that's why they pulled him over. I don't know. Because, I mean, to me, the most important thing is the safety of this incredibly troubled, flawed, broken couple.
Yes.
And I'm sad that in all of this drama, right, with this family, I'm saying drama with the law enforcement, TBI, and did she and did he and blah, blah. There's been, even with the Dr. Phil thing, to me, it felt to me exploitative. That they're flown to California, she gets new teeth, she gets her hair cut and dyed. that's all, as we say in Spanish, we call it apariencias. Apariencias means appearances.
Yes.
It doesn't go, it's not life-changing to get your teeth done, your hair dyed. What I want and what my prayer is for Summerwell's parents is that
Yeah.
somebody will do what we call an intervention.
Yeah.
And I'm sad that that hasn't been done. And I know a lot of people don't like him or have feelings. I have feelings too
Hmm.
of dislike or whatever, but I have to look beyond that. And I want to say these are two really troubled human beings. I just wanted to know what you think about that, about the fact that no intervention has been done.
Yeah, I'm wondering, because he usually does that towards the end of the episode, doesn't he, after he's done his talk and his evaluation and everything else. And I'm also wondering whether that was offered and whether if it was offered, they obviously have refused it because it didn't happen, you know.
Right.
And
But, well, I'm sorry, excuse me, go ahead.
and if it was offered, he would have known that they would refuse it. You know what I mean? It'll be interesting. But
I guess what I'm talking about, what is your first name Sharon?
yes, it is.
Yes. May I call you that?
You may. Most
Okay.
definitely.
Okay, so Miss Sharon, so the whole Dr. Phil thing is separate from what I'm talking about on a local level.
Yeah.
That were a patient of mine, or when I used to work in the ER, somebody came in that was flagrantly intoxicated. People where I live, a lot of times will take a bottle, they'll crack it, and then they'll slash people's faces. It's ugly.
Oh,
But when that happens, and yes, the police get involved, right? Because it's crime, assault. We let them dry out overnight. We watch to make sure that they're not going to withdraw. And then we offer them, help.
yes.
And I don't understand. To me,
Hmm.
as a practicing physician in the United States, where I practice, it's not to me, it's not how we do things. We don't just say, go in the jail cell, bail out, and go home.
Yeah.
It's not enough.
Yeah. But I suppose law enforcement can only do so much while they're in jail, can't they? And there's the other side of the coin where CPS are involved, and whether, if he's on probation, wouldn't there have to be conditions of that probation to say?
Yes, I said in somebody's chat the other night, I can't remember, it's all kind of blurring. Maybe it was in Doug's chat. I said something like, he could be court mandated to inpatient detox.
Yes.
Right? But that requires a measure of interest in the individual, a measure of commitment, dedication. It takes a lot for us to, in the back, to have to find a place that's detox. He doesn't have insurance. So we've got to, there's a lot of pieces that would have to be put together.
Yeah.
But the way I always tell my patients is, I always try to imagine that my patients, even if they come off the street to the ER, I try to always tell myself, you could be my brother, you could be my father, you could be my daughter, and what would I want for my daughter? Or in this case, this man is younger than I am, Don Wells, it could be my brother. If I look at him through the lens of forgetting everything else about him, but that he's deeply troubled and deeply addicted, and if I look at him and say, that's my brother, I would just go, I do. This is probably why I'm burned out and I work so many hours a week, but I will do whatever I can to try to find placement, right, for this person.
Your heart is so genuine and real. Sorry, I'm trying not to cry now, but I was a nurse for many years.
Oh, you were? Oh, nurses are the first advocate for patients. The doctors are, the nurses always say, my nurse friends always say, oh, the doctors just come in, give the orders and walk out. But the
Yeah.
nurses are the ones that really are the true healers, because
Yeah.
they're, they're like at the bedside, right? They're the true patient advocate.
Yeah. So I totally get where you're coming from. And as a nurse, I used to always think of every single patient exactly as you just said, if this was my mum or this was my daughter, and treat everybody how I would want my loved ones treated and looked after. And when you come from that background into this insanity of the way people are being treated, yeah, it's such a contrast, and it's so hard to understand. But also with the boys not being with Don and Candace right now, hopefully that and after what has transpired over the weekend, do you think that they might now be willing to go to treatment?
You see, that's the thing. So we don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But my prayer, I mean, it's just like, like if I had the opportunity, which I obviously wouldn't because I don't live in Tennessee, but if I had the opportunity to have the privilege, really, right, and the honor of meeting these two troubled people, I would do my damnedest to figure out how we can get them to a place of healing and non-addiction, to a place of sobriety, so that they would have the possibility, depending on if there was any SA or anything else, we don't know, but give them the best shot to have their children back. And I don't see that that's happening.
No, not at all. And that's regardless.
I agree with Locked. Oh, sorry.
It's sort of, people are going to say with our little conversation right now, yeah, but we're talking about murderers and stuff. We don't know that yet.
We don't know. And lip lock, I agree with you. The person has to recognize and desire recovery. And I guess when I see Candace weeping that she's missing her children, and it's, to me, it seems authentic. Okay, I don't know, but it seems authentic. And at times when Don Wells speaks of his boys and Summer, it seems authentic that they want their children back.
Yeah.
Then what I would try to do, I mean, I always pepper my English with Spanish, but we say in Spanish, they usar como palanca. A palanca is like a leverage to say, okay, I see that you really, really authentically want your children back. Let's use this as a palanca or a leverage to say, if you really want that, then do you desire, can you dig in deep to yourself to say, I'm willing to go into rehab.
Yeah.
I just thought about something real quick, and then I'm going to go because I don't want to hijack your
completely
chat, your live. But I'm trying to think what year it was. It had to be back in the 90s, early, like 1992 maybe. And I was on OB, obstetrics, and apparently I did not remember this woman, but apparently I had met her a year earlier somewhere in some other clinic, and she came up to me in the labor and delivery, and I guess she just had a baby, and she pulled me aside. I can see her right now. She's a tiny little thing, and she pulled me aside and she said, "Can I talk to you?" I said, "Sure." She said, "Are you Dr. Salerno?" I said, "Yes, I am." She said, "Do you remember me? She said to me, I met you a year ago." She told me where, and she said, "At the time I was on heroin and I was prostituting." And I remember that in our conversation in that clinic visit, I honestly had to be honest with you, I didn't remember the conversation, but it rang a sort of bell, but I truly didn't. She said, "I remember you looking at me and saying, you are precious. You are a precious human being."
Yeah.
And I believe that if you really, really want sobriety and you want out of prostitution, we can help you.
Yeah.
And she said, I thought, you're stupid. You're dumb. This is what the woman said to me. Initially, she said, I thought, who are you? And then she
Yeah.
said, about a month or so later, I was thinking back and I thought, and she was only, let's say she was like a 25, let's say. And she said, I thought, this stranger, this doctor looked in my eyes and told me that I'm precious.
Yeah.
And I began to think about that. And I began to think, maybe I am precious. Maybe I do deserve sobriety. And so then we talked. And then she said, I wanted to show you, because I was delivering babies and taking care of the newborn, the NICU. And so she said, I want to show you my new baby. So we went over, she just delivered. And she said, I've been sober for about, obviously it was the 10 months that she was pregnant, but she said about a month after you had that conversation with me. And I'll never forget that. I mean, I hadn't thought about it in a while until just now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the time I thought, wow,
Yeah.
That's
powerful. That is so powerful.
So I guess I really hope that, I don't know, I just really hope for this couple, even if they did something horrible to their daughter, I really, really hope for sobriety for them.
Yeah. I think we all want them to get the help they need, and hopefully they didn't have anything to do with it. And, a positive outcome would be them sober and having their boys back.
That would be, but hey, as my kids say, and as I used to tell my kids, you did the crime, you pay the time. So if they did a crime, they're going to have to pay the time.
Yeah, exactly.
But that also doesn't mean that they can't have some life-changing, healthy events that lead them to sobriety and to healing, even if they're in the clinker.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you.
Well, it's so interesting. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, you're fine.
No, I'm looking at your super chats, or not super chats. I mean, your whatever you have, these little things that are coming up, the chats, I guess they're called, Daisy White and some other people. It's very interesting to see your chat, that there's so many interesting people that are nurses, that are in the healing profession, and you have a very nice community, Sharon.
We really do, and we rarely have any disruptions or nastiness, and it's like this all the time. Like, it's just beautiful, and I appreciate them, and I tell them every time I come on, I appreciate the way they're just them, and I don't know, it just warms my heart, and I don't attract drama normally,
Which is good.
The last couple of days it's been really hard to stay quiet, and today's probably the first time I've really, really been animated and aggressive, but my brain can only take so much as well, like
No, I
3 weeks
agree.
ago, I was going to shut everything down because it was too much, and this is 3 weeks ago.
It is. It's been going on, and I really have kept a low profile, but I felt I had to say something today on Penny's channel. But it's funny because this John Crimes, whom I have adored because he's an amazing storyteller, and I got to ask him, because about a year or so ago, he had a bunch of really gripping and kind of narrative stories where he would start in the dark, and then I feel like he lit a flame, or he put one little light on, and he told the story about this missing person or whatever, and it was just, his voice was so compelling and gripping. And I went back through recently, and I don't see those stories anymore.
Well,
but what was my point? Oh, so when he spoke, I just caught a little bit, and I was a little surprised that he'd kind of taken a clip of me crying. And he was like, and then she sounded really mature, and she had some things that you can say. I'm thinking, okay, I know crying is immature, but one thing I learned in medical school, which is very antiquated because that was more than 30 years ago. But what some professor told me, and I really do, for myself, I think it rings true, that there are two things I want to say.
Yeah.
One is from 30 years ago, and that is that when women, especially, but when women cry, it's not about fear. It's not about a temper tantrum or throwing the towel in.
Yeah.
It's about anger.
Yeah.
Because as a culture, especially at my age, when I was growing up, it was like, you can't express your anger, like you drop an F-bomb or whatever. So instead, we were told, okay, you can shed a tear. So my tears this morning, yes, I'm upset, obviously, but it's more, I'm angry. And this is the way I was brought up to express my anger.
Yeah.
And I don't feel that I'm a weak person, and I'm not blaming John. He felt bad for me. He felt sorry. And it was pitiful to hear myself, to be honest with you. I was trying to control my voice, but it was really out of frustration and anger. And I think that it is appropriate, Sharon, in my opinion, that you have used your platform this evening to try to kind of assimilate all the different strands. I know that you do quilting, and you've got these little pieces of fabric and thread of all this stuff going on. And how do you take that ugliness, really?
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, a quilt, poor thing, the quilt, my mom just knit a beautiful scarf out of all the remnants of her yarn, and it was ugly in the pile, but it came into something beautiful. And I think the same thing as a quilt. And so metaphorically, I think for you and your platform tonight to take all the ugly sort of threads and remnants of fabric and kind of look at it and say, what the hell is going on in this community? And then hopefully assimilate what it is that is going on. Even if you don't understand it, say, let's make this into something beautiful, and let's go forward, and let's try to advocate for someone else.
Exactly. And you have just put into words exactly what my thing is. It's I find it somehow, I get so passionate in my heart, I can't get them feelings out of my mouth. But it's exactly the way I look at it. And I want to share the love that we all have for Little Summer with my subs and the community, and make something good out of a really horrible situation, and that's what we're normally like every day here. So it's not, I don't know, like, I feel really embarrassed that I come on and I was so irate, and as you said, the anger, it just, I don't like that feeling. And I'm normally about, let's do these quilts, and for the super chats we get, it's going into buying more fabric so we can donate to some shelters as well as for our subs and things like that. So I want it to be colliding my two passions, if you like, together, and bringing some smiles on people's faces and making people happy. That's my thing. And support good people.
I think it's very worthy goal. And the thing is, I know, like, the mainstream media often will say, oh, and you got those armchair detectives on YouTube and blah, blah, think they're going to solve a crime. And the way I sort of look at it is, I don't really think anybody's really thinking we're going to solve a crime. But the way I see it is that everybody's coming together to give ideas that then can hopefully blossom into local action, like understanding domestic violence, like you said, giving something to a shelter. So it's not like we think we're investigators. I think it's more like, how do we harness our intellect, our time, treasure, and talent, so to speak,
Exactly.
to make each of our special little worlds better.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. And everybody has something they can contribute. I've never professed to be an investigator. I don't have time because my husband and I are raising our 2 granddaughters,
Mhm.
and we've had them for 7 years, and they're
Bless
12
your heart.
12
Bless
and
you.
9 now. So I don't have the time to sit and research for hours and hours. I'm just doing things the way I feel, but I like to be, like you said before, for your mental health, to have another way to communicate with people who have the same interests.
Mhm.
And if we keep Summer's name out there and discuss other cases and things, like we have a little missing girl here in Australia at the moment, and people will come together to network
Sorry.
and try to help in any way that they can individually. So
Yes, I see the true crime commentary. She
yes,
says yes now, but before that, a minute ago, she said that she's having difficulty. I think she said something about, and the anger regarding what's happened to Chase. And
yeah,
I just think that, it is from what I could tell from what he said on his own video chat, right? That he was essentially had the law, 2 lawmen at his door, and when he was coming home from work, and obviously somebody did that to really undermine him and scare him that he was in trouble with the law. And there have been many more things that I don't really want to get into, but to
yeah,
me, I think, Penny, to my mind, we need to simply try to, if you're a praying person, pray for that he'll have, some peace about this. And also just speaking well of him publicly and
yeah,
letting him know that he has our support. I don't know how else do we channel the anger?
yeah, exactly. No, that's a really, really good statement. Let's just lift him up and forget about the noise behind it.
I think so.
Exactly.
Well, I think I'm going to say goodnight, and
Oh,
everything is speculation, and everyone is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
yeah,
Oh, I know, missing Cleo. I've been
yeah.
wondering about that case. I was hoping you would maybe speak to that. But anyway, I do want to say good evening, and thank you everybody for listening to my perspective. And I would just, really ask you, from the bottom of my heart to really stop discussing the rumors around who could have done this to Dr. Salerno or Doctora Latina or whatever. Let's move beyond this. From what I said this morning, and from what I've said now, and
Mhm.
let us move forward and not feed the fire.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would
Thank you.
ask people to do that for
Okay.
me and for
Yeah,
my 2 daughters.
absolutely. And thank you so much for coming up. And I hope you'll come up again
Oh, I
and
would love to.
we can talk about other constructive cases and you can teach us some more things from your field and your experience. That would be
Sure.
amazing.
Well, we're all always learning. And gosh, it's such a privilege and an honor that I was actually allowed to link up. So thank you so much, Miss
And
Sharon.
I'm really honored and flattered. So thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. And from all our subs. And we'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, that sounds good. But now how do I get out of here? Because this I'm not so familiar with. Oh,
Um,
I see it. It says leave the studio.
Thank you, Dr. Latina.
Adios. Buenas noches.
Bye. Oh, isn't she just beautiful? And very, very wise, as always. She's just amazing, guys. Yes, Fairy Dust Diaries. Lots of love and respect for Dr. Latina. She never disappoints with, she could put out a 10-story fire with reason. You know, she's just, and I think she is absolutely right, and we should lift Chase up and anyone else that is targeted and look at it like that. She is an angel. But yeah, I totally identified with her when she was talking about being a doctor and how she would want her parent or family member treated, because that's exactly the way I was as a nurse. You know, especially with elderly patients, a lot of young nurses would get frustrated and short-tempered, especially with patients with dementia. They felt like, they didn't have a clue who they were or where they were, so they didn't deserve their attention. And it used to infuriate me that, you know, they would get treated a certain way. And she's asking, what's Penny saying? Yeah, it's just, if that was your mum or dad, would you, I don't know, some people just, even some nurses, they don't look at their patients like that, and it hurts my heart. So let's let it lie down out of respect. Yeah, out of respect for, I'm 100% going to honour her wishes and leave Dr. Latina's name out of it and lift Chase up and Trixie. And guys, just make up your own mind and no, drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid. What a cool name. I love that. Yeah, it is what it is, and I will, I'm very grateful that she come up and give her voice of reason. And you know what? The title of my thumbnail was Keep It Classy, which I didn't do because I become the same level of them, and that's not me, and I'm not going to be like that. I will still say what I think, don't get me wrong. Exactly, mum for life. But yeah, we don't have to lower ourselves to be on that level. And I am, you know, I get frustrated with myself because I get that angry that I cuss and lose it like that. And I don't like that. And I'm quite embarrassed now that I did that. But that's how it affects you to a point that you can't control how you normally are. And that's what I was speaking about earlier, about when you get emotional and upset and angry and you do lose it, and you're doing what they want you to do, basically. And we don't need to be on their level of, who hasn't, Penny? Sorry, guys, I'm so behind in the chat. My brain is all over the place. I'm processing Dr. Latina's words, and it's so true what she was talking about with that girl when she told us she was precious. You know, it's powerful thing. Words are so important. People need to be mindful of every comment, of everything that they say in a chat that betrays well, what you say in a chat basically portrays who you are. So we need to be mindful of everything we say. If it's negative and horrible, that's who people think we are. And I know not all of us in here are deliberately just going out, like we're not trolls. We're all real and say it how it is, and that's fine. I'm just saying, if you see someone having a really hard moment, like Doug did that day, let's lift each other up. And like, I've gone into a chat and said I've had the shittest day, and people are there to support you, and we will always be in here to support each other. That's what our chats are like. Nita Phillips, very easy to react with anger and rage when dealing with absolutely horrible people. It really is, Nita. Will take some self-control and discipline to react in the healthy and productive way the doctor suggests, for sure. Yeah. I know. It is really hard. I was just on another, I haven't been that cranky or upset or angry, I don't think, in many, many years. Like, I'll get frustrated, but not to that level. Not to that level of anger. And I'm sorry if I'm missing comments. Etril, I seen if you said, did I get your message? I'll have to have a look when I hop off. When you see if you come back up, no response. Doobie says, oh God, I'm not sure what to think. I believe it's time for me personally to leave all the chat channels and just all this stuff. I know, Doobie, that's sort of where a lot of us are at. But I'm just going to follow the love and the support in the with creators that I enjoy and I get good vibes off. And Penny, I'm right there with you, beside you. If you ever need anything, please just yell. And you do need a good sleep and a snuggle with hubby. Oh, thank you. That's so beautiful. And I will try and do more research. If you give me something to research, I will try and get my finger in the pie a bit more there and do some more hard yards. You know, let's redirect all this active energy in our brains and get into it. But thank you, Penny, for coming in and being supportive. I do very much appreciate you. Oh, 1:58. I'm just keeping track of time, guys, because I do have to pick the girls up. Ezreal can come up on panel, absolutely. Oh, Tiny Dancer. I retired when COVID started with 15 days to slow the spread. I miss my people. Oh, I grieved when I finished nursing. It was, I missed my co-workers, I miss the patients, but yeah, it's just a phase of your life that takes a long time to get over because you're so used to caring and being there for that nursing community. When I left, I mourned it for a long, long time. It was like a link for Obsidian. I'll just get a link. We're going to have to get some more mods and Lily, Scott H, if you're still here, Lily has sent you an email. Oh, Pez. Oh, Doobie, we're here for you, sweetheart. Please don't be upset. I know it's really horrible. I know where you're at if you've only just caught up, and I was like that a couple of hours ago too. I totally feel for you. Sharon Marie, I've said that since the very first second of that very first interview with Don and his son on that media interview. I've always said it was an accident and they've tried to cover it up. And yep, Scott says, okay, Lily. And yeah. Oh, at least Scott's not cranky with me if he's still here. So since this chat is so great, I wanted to ask here, I've often thought Summer's name has some kind of clue to what happened to her. Has anyone else thought this or made any connections? I've often thought about her name, but yeah, I've never actually thought of it as in clue-wise. There's so many theories and possibilities, but a lot of creators do firmly believe that she's still alive. And I never thought that at all up until about a month ago. And even on a live I did on the weekend, there were Savannah Smiles come up and she was saying that, you know, she's contacted the FBI with possible information that Summer could still be alive and stuff. She hasn't got back to me on whether she's heard back from them or not yet. But fingers crossed, guys, wouldn't that be amazing? Gabby B, some on YouTube are not what they appear to be. Golden Mare, you are so right. So right. I just think it's a good lesson as a sub that for me, I have made a decision on who I'm going to support and who I'm not. And for my own mental health and the way I want to go forward, I think it's been a big eye-opener, especially over the last 4 days. Disappointing eye-opener, a disappointing eye-opener, but it is what it is, and people have shown their true colours, and I thank them for that, really, because going forward, I know where I'm not going to be. Birds in backgrounds is a nice thought. Oh, thank you, Nita. Oh, thank you for subbing. And thank you for the super sticker, Linda Chapman. That'll get us some more fabric. You guys, tomorrow I'll show you the rest of my studio. I sort of only have the camera on one half, but the other half of it is a downright mess. But I have bolts because I used to have a patchwork store. When we got custody of the girls, I couldn't physically, mentally do both roles. So I closed my store down and hubby built me a studio. But I have bolts upon bolts of fabric. Yeah, so if we do have new subs in here, thank you so much for subbing. It is great to build our community with positive, caring, lovely people, but it's not all about that. I'll just say that. Grief's not in here, is she? I don't know what to do. If there's any other creators, Scott, have you got a post office box? What do I do with that? Do I just put it on my about wall? Lip lock is still here. Oh, it's a mess, lip lock. But it wouldn't be patchwork if it was all in order. And don't you just love Dr. Latina's overview of that? That sort of cemented to me exactly what she was trying to say about having all the little bits of fabric come together for something positive and beautiful. And that's what we're about here. Oh, Sibling Star, welcome, you subbed. Thank you. It's all about sharing. Oh, you don't have a PO box? I got one last night. I haven't picked the keys up yet, but people keep asking and asking and asking if I had a PO box. I subbed during the marathon. I enjoy your channel. Oh, I know you did, Smashville. I do remember you now. The marathon, guys, I had the best week. You know, I channel hopped along and just followed everyone wherever they went. And I'm not going to look back on it now as a negative thing because it was a beautiful thing. And we all know in our hearts it was done out of love, not to scam money or anything like that. So I know, guys, you know, the biggest thing with this quilting thing is the relationship it does have to the US, because patchwork in Australia was introduced way back when from the US and the UK, and a lot of our big Australian designers have recreated renditions of antique ancestry quilts, and they're just amazing. I've got a few in progress that are like 5-year long hand stitched marathons in themselves. I love the marathon. It was beautiful. You know, I still hear John Q's little rap noises, you know, that sound he makes. I can't even pretend to even do 1 ounce of it, but no, I never doubted him either, Sandra Neal. I wouldn't throw my name in there if I thought there was one tiny slither of doubt. Like, that is not what it was, and it's not what it is. So people need to just quit with that. It was very, very uplifting. Beatbox, that's what it is. Can you still hear it in your head? Because I can. It was really cool. Oh, Country Sunsets is a new sub. Awesome. You're from Indiana. You're currently visiting Tennessee. Oh, and she has dementia. It's the saddest disease on earth. Honestly, guys, when you've nursed people and watched them deteriorate week after week, month after month, it is the saddest thing on earth. Oh, thank you. You love my channel. Yeah, I've done a bit of crochet TLB, but I never, like, I don't know. I seem to have always had fads. Like at one time I thought I was going to be a photographer, so I go and buy this digital camera, and I went through studying everything about photography, and that was my thing for a couple of months. The only thing I've ever really been addicted to long term is the patchwork. Like 6 months ago, in the middle of the pandemic, I decided I'm going to be a sim racer because hubby and I are mad V8 supercar fans, and here in Australia, and we couldn't watch them because obviously everyone was in lockdown. So it went on to online. They were doing the sim rec, like our favorite racing car drivers were now doing it online in iRacing. So guess who decided they're going to be an iRacer too? I went out, and I'm not kidding, I spent like $3,000 on a new computer. I bought a full-on rig and steering wheel, pedals, like top of everything, and I haven't touched it for about 4 months. It's just sitting there. And now I've took the triple screens away, and I've got them in my studio for YouTube. So I might have to sell the rig because I don't think I'll go back to it again. But it is really, really fun. The grandsons love it. Yes, welcome all the new subs. But yeah, I'd drop the kids at school and then come home and sit there and race cars half a day. I'm out there, guys. I don't pretend I'm not ditzy. Yeah, it's been like that. I am crime. I haven't seen you for a couple of days. Where have you been? Have you had a life? Gosh. Might have been good if you went here for a couple of days for the quilts. Do tell a story, Mum for life. They really do. And every piece of fabric I buy tells a story. You remember where you were when you bought it, and like if I go on a road trip, I will Google what patchwork shops are en route so I can stop and pull up and support them. Because if we don't, one thing we've noticed in Australia, especially the last 5 years, is they're all closing down because of the online side of things. So I try to support as many physical stores as I can, because if you don't look after them, they're going to close, and then you'll have no way of going and touching and feeling the actual fabric, because you can get some shitty fabric. But yeah, I remember every road trip I've been on with where each individual piece comes from, and it's all really special. I had my own business cleaning. One of my clients had a mother being lost of dementia when I was at her home to clean. She talked much about watching her mum fade away. Yeah, it's the saddest, honestly. I knew this lady. She was like the most beautiful, pleasant, like she was the old-fashioned lady that never swore, a lady in every true sense of the word. And she contracted dementia and Alzheimer's, and it progressed very, very quickly. And I had to end up nursing her, which hurt my heart on a daily basis. But she, within the disease, become very, very violent. Like she smacked my head up against the wall in the toilet so many times, and she meant to do it, but I knew that is nowhere near. It's just what this disease does to people. And it's the sad, that's why that side of nursing I do not miss, because it just breaks your heart into a million pieces. But being in a small town, that happens quite often. You'll know someone on a personal level, and then you have to look after them in the medical field, and it's really, really hard. Oh, Laurie, you should join our Discord. I understand if you don't want to, because Discord has been a contention in itself lately. But I have a room in Discord, as well as our crime ones, where we share our passions and our pets. My voice has gone croaky. I would love to see any quilts everyone else has. Or we might schedule a live where you can come up on panel and share. That would be awesome too. Yes, thank you again, Dr. Latina, for sharing, and we will respect everything you said. And wasn't it a fabulous conversation? Like, that's the way things should be, guys. And thanks everyone for sticking around. I can't wait for Obsidian though. I will email her and let her know, because I have to go and do a couple of things before I pick up the girls from school. What's the link to your Discord, Daisy? Discord down under. It's on my community tab, Daisy. It should work. If it doesn't, just send me an email and I'll send it to you, or I will double check. I know I've put it on the community page, but I will repost it when I get off here. So let's look at this all as a big artwork, guys. I'm going to take everything I've learnt over the last couple of weeks and move forward in a really constructive, positive way. And show my subs how much and how valuable you all are in the coming days. And organise some people that can actually teach us some things, you know, and rise above all this insanity and have some more fun lives where we don't have to just talk about the sad things either. I love coming to Australia. Oh, put another shrimp on the barbie. Have you heard Judy Ron? He says put another prawn on the barbie, but the actual ad says, because Paul Hogan did it, who was in Crocodile Dundee, he did the advertising campaign for that ad, and it's put another shrimp on the Barbie. But anyway, I love Judy Ron. He's awesome. And his content is amazing with his guests. Anyway, guys, sorry, Obsidian, I do have to fly. No, you're fine. Can we do it another day? I will be back tomorrow with constructive, happy stuff, more quilts, more love. But yeah, I do have to fly. But thank you, everybody. Thanks, mods. Thanks, all the new subs. I do own every word I say and can move forward. But anyway, I've got to stop talking. Stop. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.